Hello guys, and welcome back to the channel, and I'm here to give my thoughts on Marco Silva's performance as the manager of Everton Football Club heading into the international break. And I think it's been a good one. Obviously, there were a lot of expectations, or there was a lot of optimism, I should say, heading into this season, especially after the transfer deadline and the moves that were made and the players that were brought in. Obviously, we got Bernard, Yerry Mina, Andre Gomez, and Kurt Zouma in on the deadline. And since that time, I guess it's been tempered a little bit to just okay. Obviously, started one win and 3 draws to start the season. The win was against Southampton, who we face in the next round of the League Cup, coincidentally. I guess that's a coincidence. So 1 win, 3 draws, and really those 3 draws could have been wins, but it is what it is. The defense is an issue, and I think that's one of the only things that knocked Silva down a peg in terms of this start is our defense off of set plays, because I do not think that under the current setup that the team is allowed a goal from open play. To the best of my recollection, almost all the goals in the league have been off of set plays. And people can blame bang on about zonal marking all you want. I think it's also just a lack of communication as well among the defensive players. I believe it will be corrected. It is impossible that this is being worked on the training pitch and not have it translate to results, because you can see offensively our set plays are dynamic. Each set play is different. We do not have one. We actually have a game plan going into set plays, whether it's a corner or a free kick. But defensively is a completely different story, and that is where the issue lies. And a lot has been said about it, and I'm not going to go into it further or too much, because it is known that it is an issue. So we will see. But you can also see that Marco Silva has implemented a style of play. We like to press from the front, pressing the passing lanes unless the ball goes wide. I stole that from the Tifo Tactics video, but I did notice it. And once after I saw that video by Tifo Tactics for Marco Silva with Everton, I decided to take a closer look, and it is how we like to play. And against Huddersfield especially, when they put the ball out wide in their own half, you could see Tosin and whoever was on that strong side of the ball would just go after the player, and they'd try to boot it forward or out of play. And that is a sight to see. And it's good that we actually have a plan of attack, a game plan to try to win games, because last season under Sam Allardyce, sure, we got results, right? We were compact, defensively organized, but that was it. My problem with Sam Allardyce last year was that he got us the results, he got us up the table, but there was just no ambition to go forward and try to take over games. It was just, be safe, be tidy, which is good to a certain extent, but you'd want some ambition, right, to go forward. And that's what I've seen this season so far, which has been marvelous, is that even down to 10 men, we still look to, and in my opinion, it's quite ridiculous that we were reduced to 10 men in 2 of the 4 opening matches, but it is what it is. But even down to 10 men, we look like we can go forward and score, and I think we've actually scored more goals with 10 men than we did with 11. So yeah, it's a good start to the season. I would have liked to have won all the games, because they were very winnable games before the schedule gets a little bit tougher. But trying to keep a level head, because if you think think about it, we still have yet to see full games out of Bernard. Zuma just now is getting into the team almost by necessity because of the injuries to Jackie and suspension to Jagielka, but he's also hurt. And Keane suffered that. Michael Keane suffered that hairline fracture, so almost by necessity. I can't wait to see Yeremina, whether he's going to be paired up with Zuma. I think that would be the center back partnership on most games. We still haven't seen full games out of Bernard. We still haven't seen Andre Gomez. So there's still a lot of reason to be optimistic going forward. And if you think about it, for a lot of these guys, it's preseason still. I don't think Bernard trained all that much before the transfer, and based on reports, Yeremina had just returned to training with Barcelona before the deadline day. So these injuries that they have now, I guess, are just little things that you pick up in preseason. But international break next. We don't have a game until the West Ham one in 2 weeks. So I'm sure this will be the time whoever is not called up to continue training, get to full fitness. Hopefully Marco Silva will be working on that on our defensive set plays. So don't want to see any more of those easy goals and have someone right in front of the net wide open, leaving Pickford exposed. So Marco Silva, a good start. I'd give him about 7.5 out of 10. I think that's fair to begin. And so onwards and upwards. Come on, you Blues.